Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. So as you see by the title, I'm going to be talking about my corona. Now, I officially no, I didn't go to the hospital and get tested. Now, what I'm going to talk about with you guys today, I experienced back in December. So everybody's talking about their little coronavirus stories and their theories and conspiracies and all this stuff. I am not trying to tell you guys how to live your life, what glove or mask to put on or not put on. I'm just basically telling you guys what happened to me. So, I'm out every day most of the time. I don't wear masks. I don't wear gloves. And before I get into my story, I just want to explain this because I posted something on Facebook, and I think, a lot of times when you post things, people kind of misconcept what you're saying, or, but basically what I was saying was I don't wear these things and I have not been sick. But it's not to say that you should not wear your gloves. It's not to say that you should not wear your mask and whatever else it is you wear to protect yourself. The post was basically, the moral of the post was, stop bullying people. Stop, mind your business. Like, it's so hard for a lot of us to mind our business, and it's like you don't even realize you're nosy. You don't even realize like you're in other people's business all the time. Basically what I was saying was, stop bullying. There's some people out here that wear gloves, that wear masks, that whatever, and then there's some people out here that don't. Okay. I'm not gonna say that this virus is not, real. A lot of people, well, I've heard some people say that, I don't think it's real and this, that, and the third. I think it's very real. Like, I dealt with the virus in December, and that's the story I'm gonna tell you guys, like my experience and what happened. So, yeah, my whole thing is like, if you're gonna wear your gloves, if you're gonna wear your mask, you do you, but stop belittling. Like, y'all have and it's like, it's not even just young people, it's not even just old people. Some of us are too old to sit here and be throwing tantrums because other people not doing what you do. Like, this is a social media platform, and this is also the real world. Everybody's not going to make the same decision you make. Everybody's not going to have the same beliefs that you have. I spoke about vaccinations as well in my post. It wasn't just about this coronavirus. It was about the way I choose to live my life and the way I choose to raise my children. And, yeah, I'm going to just leave it at that. I'm not going to get into that. If you go to the post, then, you'll see what I'm talking about. But, yeah, okay, so it's December. Now, that's way before this coronavirus and all this stuff was even thought about, was even born, supposedly. But this has been around for a very long time. So my personal experience was it was December. My kids and I were in Myrtle Beach. We wasn't vacationing, we was just kind of like transitioning with housing. So basically I just took the kids to Myrtle Beach, had a little fun, splish splash, out there. It wasn't really cold, to be honest. I know it's December, but y'all know how Earth is right now, so it could have just as well been 90 degrees. But no, it wasn't really that cold. But I think that particular time it was cold. But they had indoor pools which were heated, so you didn't even have to go outside or anything. So we were in Myrtle Beach, and I went to the pool. I finally got up and took the girls downstairs to the pool to, splish splash or whatever. And there was this lady down at the pool. So while they were in the pool, I was like sitting on like the side with the lady, and the lady started coughing. Like, it was bad. She started like, it was like a really dry cough, but it was just like like, she sound really horrible. And I was like, oh, you sound bad. And she was telling me, now I just thought about this conversation me and this lady had, you know, I didn't think nothing else of it, but she was telling me, she told me she had some type of virus. And I was like, yeah, you need to go upstairs and get some rest. You know, like, you shouldn't be down at the swimming pool if you got any type of virus. I don't even feel like you should be at the swimming pool if you got a bad cold. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a very germaphobe person. Like, I hate, you know, I try to stay in. Like, if I do get sick, it's very rare that I get sick. But if I even feel sickness coming on, I try to stay in and, you know, not spread stuff. But she was coughing, and she was telling me some of the other things she was experiencing, and I was like, ooh, that sounds bad. But I guess she was, you know, trying to give her kids a break, and, you know, she brought her kids down to the pool. So now her kids and my kids are in this pool, like, swimming or whatever. So her husband came down, and he was like, come on, you need to go, because, like, she literally looked as if she could not breathe. She was breathing really hard, or as if she was struggling. And yeah, so basically she left. Thank God. But she left a little bit too late, because I sat there the whole time next to this lady, not realizing, damn, she got something. You know, I'm just holding this conversation with her, but I still eventually got up. And, you know, I went over to the other side, like, okay, I don't know, this virus this lady talking about she did go to the doctor, and they told her it could be a virus. These were her exact words. They told her it could be a virus, but she just needs to go home and get some rest. And if anything, you know, that whole little spiel they give you when you go to the hospital, and they don't really want to treat it. So I guess she came home and went to the swimming pool. Like, I don't understand how you went to the doctor and you down at the pool and they just told you to get some rest. But so then this is where I come in. The next day? Yeah, it was the exact 24 hours later. I'm telling you, like, it didn't take no time for me to feel like shit. So 24 hours later, but it was that night. My daughter and I, it was kind of cold that night. My daughter and I left out. We went to the store and got food, and I was feeling great. I was feeling fine when I left out and got in my car and went and got food from the grocery store. And then when we got back and got out the car, I was cold. And I know it was cold out there, but it was a different type of cold. Like, I was shaking. It was like chills, you know. And I'm like, why am I shaking? It's cold. My daughter's walking like, okay, it's a little nippy out here. And I'm sitting here like, just, you know, shaking. And I'm like, why am I this cold? Maybe my iron is low, whatever. So I went in a hotel room where we were staying. The condo. We were staying in a condo at the time off the beach. And when I got in there, I was like, you guys put the groceries in the kitchen and do all that stuff, and I will I'm gonna go ahead and lay down because I'm not feeling well. All of a sudden it just dawned down on me, like, I started feeling really, really bad. So the first thing that happened was I got under a whole bunch of covers, because now that we're back in this warm condo, I was still cold. Like, my body was still shivering under. I was under like 4 covers, like heavy duty covers. It wasn't like 4 sheets, and my body was still like cold. But then when I took my temperature, I was at 101 already. I was at 101, and I'm like, why am I wait a minute, I'm like literally cold, so now I got to get from under these covers before I die, because my temperature is not matching how my body feels. So then I took my meds. I drank my I drank my turmeric tea, and I was taking all my natural herbs. And now, before I go on any further, I studied natural medicines for about 2 years now. So it didn't start with the coronavirus. And that's another thing I was saying in my post. Like, you have to build your immune. Like, it's not to say, when people say they take natural medicines or they anti-vaccine and all this stuff, it's not that they can't get sick. This is where guys get it twisted. It's not saying that we can't get sick. We can't, go through what you guys go through. It's how it helps you heal from it. So I took my daily dosage of regular natural things that I take on a daily basis. And so throat issues, but so I drank that tea, and I took my other things, and I just laid there, and my temperature kept going up. So it didn't keep going up like that. It got up to 102, and my body, I was still cold, but I was really fevering. And about 3 o'clock that morning, I started coughing. Like, when I heard people talk about the symptoms of their coronavirus experience, I was like, damn, I had those same, like, I was barely breathe. I could breathe. It wasn't to the point to where, oh my God, I'm dying and I'm just laying here not calling a hospital, but it was more so uncomfortable, as if, I don't know how to explain it, but my breathing was a little bit off. And what else was happening? My breathing was, and I started coughing. Like, I had this like really dry cough. So all of these things are happening together. I wasn't like vomiting and all that other stuff. I went through those 3 things, and about 3 days later, I think it was about 3 days later, I started to feel better. Like, it kind of slowly went away. So that 3rd day, my fever was back down to like 99. I wasn't feeling as bad. It's just like it slowly went away. Now, keep in mind, I have a 1-year-old at a time, and I was nursing. So I give my kids natural, we practice holistic as well. Even my 1-year-old, I don't like, oh, she's 1, I can't. No. If you can believe in giving, lab made shots and injections, you can believe in natural remedies for your children as well. So, my daughter, all of us, we take our natural remedies and all this stuff, but I had to nurse her, because if not, we would have been in there dead, because she turns into some unknown creature when she wasn't getting her milk and stuff like that. So luckily I had teenagers that, when I got sick, I closed myself up in my room, and then they all had their own rooms, but they kept my daughter, like, they would bring her in, let her nurse, and then they took her back out. So I think, like, before they brought her in, even though that was still kind of like, I don't want her in here, even, and I was always exclusively, because I know a lot of you guys gonna be like, well, why you didn't pump and this and that and third. I never pumped. From the day she came out, she attached her mouth to my nipples, and I tried to give her the bottle, a couple of times, and she was just like, so basically she was exclusively breastfed, which means she needs to be on your nipples, okay? But yeah, they would take her, bring her in, get her little breast milk, and they take her right back out. She didn't get sick. None of my other kids that were down at the pool, they got sick, or they showed no symptoms of being sick. So I hope that lady was okay because she seen a lot worse than what I got. Even though I got really bad, it got really, really bad, but she seemed as if like, ugh, I don't know. But I hope she made it out okay. And you know, fast forwarding, like when this corona first came out, I think it was back in April or March. It might have been like end of March or April or something like that. I was like, dang, I had this in December. All of these symptoms that these people are talking about and what they went through, and I experienced this in December. So that being said, you know, guys, I hope you take care of yourself. Like, and when people are delivering messages, sometimes don't try to look through the message and automatically dislike something you heard. You know, the moral. Think about the moral of the post, the moral of the message. Basically, no, everybody's not going to do everything the same. No, everybody doesn't believe in what you believe in. You can't make, I don't care how, if you can post every day throwing a tantrum, or if you can upload a video every day throwing a tantrum, everybody's not going to believe in what you believe in. They don't practice the same thing you practice. Everybody doesn't believe in vaccination, shots. You know, I have a holistic family. We believe in naturally healing. And that's exactly what I did when I got sick. It didn't last that long. I healed. I got over it. Now, this virus is very real. You know, I feel like the people that are dying from it probably had other things going on, you know, respiratory, or with their immune or weak immune systems and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to try to get on here and tell you why people died. You know, somebody with strong immune system could have died. It could have just been their time. You never know. On top of that, guys, stop following these numbers. These numbers that are being, you know, people, you got bloggers and vloggers or whatever that are making up things about this virus, and you're reposting it, and, you know, reposting the wrong information. That's why I don't say much about this coronavirus. The only thing I can do is get on here and tell you my experience, and leave it alone. You know, do what's best for your family, regardless of what anybody says. Don't look at my family and feel like, well, y'all, no, my family is fine. My children are fine. I'm fine. My husband is fine. You just make sure your family is fine, okay? And if that means going to get vaccinated for it, if that means, you know, you feel like you need to go wear a whole spacesuit, you do you, okay? All right, so, oh, that was loud. That is it, okay, guys. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna try to upload more videos and more vlogs. I'm gonna start. Before I leave, you guys, make sure you follow my business pages. I am independent film director, filmmaker. Hopefully, if this corona stop ruining everything, we can get into production. But right now, it's scheduled out until July, and I still do not know how July is going to be looking for the area that I am shooting this film in. So, guys, just pray for me, all right? Well, pray that we can get it done. And other than that, follow my pages, my YouTube. Follow. All you gotta do is click on this link and hit the subscribe button. And follow my business page, which is Tisha Denise Screenwriter. And that's on Facebook, and then on Instagram it's just Tisha Denise, Donnise, not Denise like the regular Denise. My dad decided to be different when he named me, so yeah, Donnise, Tisha Denise, all right, I'll see you guys later. Make sure you stay tuned to the next video.